Hi, I'm Emma Sloan. I'm reporting for Channel 86. Atomic weapons have many positive and negative attributes. We are going to hear from many sources on their opinion on the development of these scientific creations. We will hear stories of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the most damaging attacks in world history that killed tens of thousands of people in an instant. Today we have theoretical physicist Dr. Oppenheimer with the Manhattan Project answering questions regarding nuclear technology. Dr. Oppenheimer, what is nuclear energy?
Nuclear energy is the fission between the nucleus and photons or electrons. And when combined, they create a huge amount of energy. And this energy could be used in various ways, such as in America, 20% of electricity is created by nuclear power. Also, in medicine, nuclear power is generated for radiation to create x-rays and other diagrams for...
Dr. Oppenheimer, did you know the effects of Japan were going to be this massive?
No, we knew that there was going to be a large decimation of the Japanese population, but we didn't think that there was going to be such a fallout and affect the whole generation of Japanese to come.
What was the process like developing the bomb?
Well, in 1939, the U.S. government provided $2 billion to the Manhattan Project, a group of scientists to develop the first atomic bomb. And in 1945, we dropped the little boy bomb on Hiroshima. And we didn't even get a chance to test it because the uranium in it was so rare that we only could drop it once.
What was your role during the bombing in Japan?
My name is Brigadier General Paul Tibbets, and I was the pilot of the Enola Gay, the B-29 Superfortress plane that dropped the first atomic weapon on the Japanese city of Hiroshima. I had no idea the power of the atomic weapon. All I was told is that it was equal to the power of 20,000 tons of the TNT, and that the flash of light from the bomb might blind our crew. I was the pilot of the Enola Gay, the plane that actually dropped the bomb, but there were 6 other planes in our formation.
Interesting. Do you think it was necessary to bomb Japan to make them surrender?
Yes, even though there was a lot of destruction, I do believe it was necessary to utilize atomic weapons against the Japanese. Their soldiers were told to die for their country, and they would fight until they could not fight anymore. Even after the bombing of Hiroshima, it took a second bomb dropped on Nagasaki to make them unconditionally surrender and end the war.
What was your experience during the bombing?
Well, when we dropped the bomb, we had mere seconds to escape the blast, but when it eventually caught up to us, the shockwave was the equivalent of 2 Gs. We all saw a bright flash equivalent to 10 suns, and our tail gunner thought he had been blinded, even through thick polarized sunglasses. Then we went as fast as we could back to the launching base, but we saw a mushroom cloud rise to our altitude as the smoke cleared, and we saw Hiroshima lie in ruin.
As a Hibakusha, what do you remember about the bomb?
My wife and I lived very close to where the bomb was dropped. The first thing that I remember was 2 flashes of light brighter than I had ever seen. I was yelling for my wife, trying to find her, when I realized that my clothes had been burnt off and that I had shards of glass in my neck and other parts of my body. I had to get out of my house, which was collapsing along with all of the others. At that point, there were only 2 things on my mind: getting my wife and getting to the hospital, so that hopefully we would be able to get the care that we needed. Well, for one, my struggle for life and the loss of my home. After the bomb, I was forced to move to another area and start over due to the fact that everything I had lived for in Hiroshima was destroyed. Worst of all, I lost my wife due to the lasting damage which was done to her by the bombing. She was not among the people who I knew who instantly vaporized as a result of the bomb, but died an agonizing death which I would prefer not to discuss.
Do you think we should continue research for atomic energy?
As contradictory as this may sound, I do believe that we should continue with the research of atomic energy, but only under certain conditions. The atomic energy should never be used as the powerfully destructive force which it can be made into. Scientists have proven that it can create massive amounts of energy. They just need to figure out how to harness that energy for the proper uses.